It's the NFL on EA Sports,
and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers,
and it's coming up next.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL, and tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Still November, but some serious snowfall joining us here tonight. And here we go from Lambeau. Ooh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped that time by Marcus May. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, and they go right back to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you could see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he's in for the touchdown. Packers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the fifth-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
You know, Kay, we talk a lot about quarterbacks in fits, and I love this scheme. Mike McDaniel's scheme for Tua, and it's peanut butter and jelly. It's why they led the NFL in passing yards, and most importantly for Tua last year was he was available. That availability is so critical. Now, he's just got to find his first playoff win.
Tight end going in motion here. First down, here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. They've got a man in motion. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fielded just beyond his 40. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Packers will take over possession. New set of downs for him from the 46. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Juke the defender. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And they had that one contained right at the line. David Long getting to the spot that time. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. To the air with Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Love. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Cut by Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Washington now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First down, time to find Lord to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. For the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. He's got Smith. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature. Because a 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Picked up at the 38. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Love out of the shotgun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. Knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On now is McManus to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Miami offense headed out there now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The drive begins with a run from Mostert. And he at least gets him some positive yardage, but just a small gain to the 24. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They motion the tight end over. From the 24. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
And the Packers at a 50-B out there for this 3rd down play. Tagovailoa now against the blitz. This finds Smith. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll send him over right. This is Jacobs running left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going run again with Jacobs. And give him 6 on the run as that play takes us to the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. That one's cut along the left sideline. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! racing them to the halftime locker room. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
McManus on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Packers push the lead to 20. On now is McManus to kick this away. Washington now to return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He sends this one to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Packers all set to get back out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Love to throw. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Love now to throw. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Love to throw again. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Play fake, it's Love. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
A second down throw here for Love. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Love looking to pass. Gets this one to Watson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So for the third time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This from 30 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers have the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was an excellent first half for quarterback Jordan Love. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back to the start of our third quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Washington now to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Dolphins back out on offense as we see Raheem Mostert again. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Tagovailoa on first down. Completes this one to Hill. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. off the play fake. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Punt team on the field. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Jacobs running behind center. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll go from the gun with Wilson. He finds space for a few yards that time. David Long getting to the spot that time. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. shotgun now for Love. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Man in motion, out of the slot. The give on third to Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Looking to return from the 29. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Packers back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff running left, Jacobs. That play good for 17 and a first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's a give to Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Here's Love. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Jacobs. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jacobs with it. Gets to space right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Trust me, we really have no stake in the game up here in the booth. We don't root for anybody, but at times for great execution. And I'll speak for both of us here when I say this, Kate. You can't help but be amazed watching some of these runs. All the chaos on the field, all the massive humanity you've got to sort through to make a big play on the ground like we just watched.
And the powered play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Love out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers put up even more points in a win. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll try the extra point one more time. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good.
Next to score, Packers 33, Dolphins 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Two now from the gun. Into the hands of OBJ. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 20.
They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pulled in by Waddle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First down, Dolphins.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, freed that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Takes the handoff, now Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He puts some air under a deep throw to... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
A gain of 52.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Gets this to OBJ. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Dolphins hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Tua looking to throw. This finds Smith. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This throw is caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He's got it. And in for the Miami touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins get it back to a 19-point deficit.
Dolphins 14.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running right, here's Jacobs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That is an old school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a run with Jacobs. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 5 yards there on 3rd down, so that's going to make this 4th and short much more interesting. So this is a Packers win. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snowplows definitely needed out there on those roads. They can take all the extra time to celebrate in the stands with each other, waiting to leave as their guys get the winter win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.